Wrightway on the Wrightway Sports Network YouTube channel. I'm Malik, right, CEO of the Wrightway Sports Network, joined by my co-host from the West Coast, Danny Alameda. How's it going tonight, bud?
Going great, man. It's going great. I'm excited. Let's get it.
Yep. A lot to talk about. If you notice, you see behind me here, I got the Von Miller jersey up because Von Miller, he showed up. Finally showed up. It's a shame he lost his counterpartner to a torn ACL. And, you know, only time will tell to see how that pans out for the Denver Broncos season. That was a tough loss for them, losing Bradley Chubb. But if you also notice behind me, Daniel, we usually have the Bengal jersey up.
We do normally, but
it's been taken down. Just like sometimes, you know how like typically when there's a flag ceremony, they bring the flag down and they fold it and they tuck it away for the night. That's what I'm doing with my Bengals for the season. I'm folding them up, tucking them away for the season. Yeah. I made a bold proclamation. I said, the next person that loses on Monday Night Football, whether it be the Pittsburgh Steelers or it be us, the season is officially over. Well, they lost. I'm a man of my word. Fold it up, tuck it away, save it for next season. Bengals season is over. Simple as that. But we got a lot of stuff we want to cover here tonight. Stuff that's more important of teams that actually want to show up. And teams that are going forward. So with that being said, let's talk about the upset of the week, right? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, your boys, Jameis Winston.
Boys, Jameis.
Wait now. You got to do it. Jameis Winston. Yeah.
There you go. Right there. They got the dub. Jameis Winston got that dub.
Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you know, they go into LA. They knock off Jared Goff and the Rams and Sean McVay. And, you know, Danny, I really want to talk to you about this, right? I mean, before we talk about what an amazing performance it was for Jameis Winston, sure, he had certain times he struggled and stuff like that. But what I want to talk to you about is what the hell has happened to Sean McVay's offenses? Where's it gone?
Yeah.
It's like me with a black shirt on that night. Where'd it go? You can't see it. That's literally what's going on. That's literally what's going on right
now. I completely agree with you. I mean, yeah.
Elaborate. Let's talk about it. I want your take. I want Alameda.
My take, okay, first off, they ran the ball, I want to say 10 times all game. Jared Goff threw the ball 68 times.
Sure.
68 times. When we look back at last season, minus the Super Bowl, their offense was one of the best in the NFL. And what were they doing? They were running the ball.
Running that rock.
Running the ball. They had Todd Gurley. They were running the ball. They weren't even giving Jared Goff 40 passes a game, and they go out and throw 69, 68 passes.
Yeah.
First off, something's up with Todd Gurley. Obviously, we know his injury, arthritis. It's a lingering injury, but something deeper than that. He had 5 rushes. If I'm not mistaken, 5 rushes in that game. What the hell is going on, dude? I truly don't know. I don't know if it was the game plan to go in and just say, throw the ball. I know they got behind early, but still, you don't run the ball 10 times in a game. That's inexcusable.
I agree. Listen, I don't know if it's Cooper Kupp coming off the injury. Those receivers just aren't getting the separation like they once were. Or maybe it's teams figuring out exactly what the LA Rams are doing. Maybe it's teams finally figuring out the Sean McVay effect and, you know, finding a way to stop it. Hey, I don't want to basically write them off or, you know,
you can't.
Put a nail in their coffin, because I still think this is a very, very good football team and a very good offense. I just think that they're got to get their legs back up under them. Something nobody's talking about could potentially be happening there. It could be a Super Bowl hangover. Let's talk about it. It could be a Super Bowl
I definitely think it is a Super Bowl hangover. Definitely think it is.
Even the defensive backs don't even look to form. They look slow. Yeah. They look sluggish out there.
And you see Chris Godwin absolutely demolish Aqib Talib. He absolutely trucked him. Nice.
It's something to definitely talk about. Another upset of the week, right? Let's talk about it.
Who?
You're the team you were high on this season.
Who are we talking about?
The Minnesota Vikings. Blues. Not Mitchell Trubisky, but Chase Daniel and the Chicago Bears. Let's talk about it. I mean,
Malik, you already know how I think. You already know what I think about this. Kirk Cousins. It's Kirk Cousins.
$84 million man.
You go in there into Chicago knowing you're not going to be able to run the ball that good. Dalvin Cook, okay, you can't go in there and just run the ball as you've been doing against these terrible defenses you've been doing it. You've got to be able to pass the ball. Sure, Kirk Cousins put up 200 yards passing, but the passing yards doesn't matter. To get 6 points, I don't give a damn what type of defense you're playing. Kirk Cousins, man, it's just inexcusable. 80-something million. Okay, we can talk about the numbers all night long, but it doesn't matter. You have got to go and perform when your team needs you. Obviously, we know the run game is going to be great, but this team is going to continue to be held back by Kirk Cousins. They have everything. This team, truly, I believe they have a Super Bowl in the making. Kirk Cousins has got to show up, and that's literally the bottom line. That's it. He's got to show up. Obviously, the wide receivers aren't going to put up the numbers that they did because of the offensive scheme, but Kirk Cousins, 6 points. It just doesn't cut it.
Something that's extremely funny about this entire Kirk Cousins thing, at least that I find funny, is Kirk Cousins, when he was in Washington, right? When Kirk Cousins was in Washington, he didn't have an all-star team around him. He didn't have the running backs. He didn't have the receiving corps.
Mm.
He gets over to Minnesota, and it's like the guy ranks when he has the players that make him well. I mean, This is a guy that was supposed to, take this team over the top. He's underachieved. He's underperformed.
Oh,
he wasn't worth the $84 million.
Completely.
He wasn't worth the $84 million. If you want to be frank, Case Keenum was a better quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings than Kirk Cousins has been throughout his tenure there. And I'm pretty sure that some people in the brass are kicking themselves saying, hey, maybe we should have got rid of that guy, Case Keenum. Say what you will. I mean, I know Case Keenum isn't playing well right now with the Washington Redskins, but when you have something good, you should stick with it. The fact of the matter is, Case Keenum fit so well with the Minnesota Vikings. He fit like a glove with them, and they had something good going on, and they broke it up, right? So we're starting to see, we're pretty much starting to see the effects of that. I mean, Case Keenum was a better quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings than Kirk Cousins was, so that has to play out. Another thing I want to talk about how about them Cowboys? The Dallas Cowboys lose to the New Orleans Saints-led Teddy Bridgewater. Who? The New Orleans Saints-led Teddy Bridgewater. Who? The New Orleans Saints led Teddy Bridgewater. Whoa, talk about it. Let's talk about that, Alameda.
Yeah. First off, I just want to continue to say the Cowboys, I don't care how they played. I'm confident in the team. The talent around this team. The talent alone, Malik. We know they're going to go far. But Teddy Bridgewater, with the Saints defense isn't anything special. To put up 10 points, Malik.
Listen, I know we don't want to talk about it, but this is what's going to happen. People are going to start questioning that man, Dak Prescott.
They're gonna, but Jason Garrett's to blame too.
Whoa. People are going to start questioning Dak Prescott. It's not like years past, right? Jason Garrett was the play caller. He's no longer the play caller. Kellen Moore is, right? He's this young stud offensive coordinator, blah, 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 blah. Okay, great. You got Zeke, right?
Yeah.
You got Coop, right?
You got the
line out right now. You got Witten. You got the line.
Mm.
And Dak Prescott, who is banging the table, who I've been banging the table for to get a new contract, and I still will bang the table for the guy to get a new contract. This didn't bode well for you, Mr. Prescott.
No.
It didn't bode well.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't bode well. That's all I'm going to say. And if you are making a case for you to be one of the highest paid, I'm sorry, $40 million a year, is that what he's asking for, or something like that?
Well, he wants 40. He wants 40. But...
Well, that's what he was asking for, right? $40 million a year? That wasn't a $40 million a year performance.
No, hell no.
And if I'm the Dallas Cowboys, I'm taking that money and I'm like, whoa, I'm rolling it back.
You're reeling it in, baby.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that in 2 weeks. Let's see how you perform next week.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott, hold your horses. It's still a lot to play out there. But let's keep it going. Let's talk about it, right? Let's talk about those damn those damn Gardner Minshew and the
Gardner Minsch, I
Jacksonville
knew you were gonna say
and
Gardner Minshew, baby.
And the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let's talk about that.
That game, okay, they won on a last-second field goal. Just wanted to let you know.
I know.
First off, I want to say the Broncos could easily be 2-2 right now. Just want to say they can easily be 2-2, but obviously haven't pulled it out. Gardner Minshew, man, holy crap! All I'm gonna say, from the first game he played against the Chiefs, this man has composure. He has it all. He does not look like an NFL rookie. If you watch this guy play, he doesn't look like an NFL rookie. No matter what he's doing on the field, he's not an NFL rookie. This man is a veteran in the league. Somehow he transported his body, his mind. He has the mind of Drew Brees, the mind of Tom Brady.
No. He has the mind of Uncle Rico.
Uncle Rico. Okay,
that's who he has the mind of.
The mind of Uncle Rico, and he's put it into Gardner Minshew's body, and he's revived this Jacksonville Jaguars team. With or without Jalen Ramsey, I'm gonna keep saying it. They're winning the AFC South.
Okay,
let's talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it.
200 yards for Leonard
I'm not
Fournette.
Gonna listen. I'm not gonna. I don't get hyped up off of a guy with a mustache and a headband. Okay, that looks like Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite. What I will say is he doesn't look like a rookie. He does look impressive. He does look better than Dwayne Haskins. He does look better than a lot of these quarterbacks that were picked before. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yes.
Listen, the jury's still out.
Jury is still out. But
whoa. Let's ask that question in 2 weeks. Is that fair enough?
Let's ask that question in 2 weeks. But I'm just letting you know right now, Malik.
Sure.
They are winning the AFC South,
and I respect it. I hear what you're saying, and I respect it. But guess what? Those Houston Texans.
Oh, the Houston. Hold on.
Listen, wait. I'm not talking about. Listen. Hold up. You hold up. Before we. I'm just saying. They have a team. And the Houston Texans. They are very well coached. They have a team in the Houston Texans that have been division champs before under Bill O'Brien. They have a quarterback in Deshaun Watson. Listen, I understand the hype around Gardner Minsch, and I will be hyped too, personally.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is, I'm not disrespecting them. I'm not disrespecting their fan base. I'm just saying, Alameda, for your sake, for everybody's sake, let's just wait and see. Let's take the wait and see approach.
All right.
Let's take the wait and see approach.
We will.
Keeping it going.
Yes. Hell yes.
Let's talk about Danny Dimes.
Danny Dimes, baby. Danny Dimes.
Wow. Very, very strong performance, I would say. Definitely, once again, he got the opportunity and ran with it. He's showing you what a capable quarterback can do.
Yes.
With the Giants football team.
The Redskins look terrible.
No,
absolutely.
I was gonna get that. I was
terrible.
gonna get there next. How do I start this off? It's too hard to say goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
That's a song by the band Boyz II Men. It's called. It starts off by "How do I say goodbye to what we had?" And I'm singing that right because Jay Gruden.
Oh, he's gone. Bye.
Goodbye. It's over. It's done.
Bye.
It's done.
Jay Gruden, man, he's gone.
It's so hard to say goodbye. I feel for Jay Gruden. I really, really do. I mean, he's had an interesting go of it in Washington since he took over as the head coach. From the RG3 to the Kirk Cousins to all of this different stuff, he's had an interesting go of things and a very tumultuous quarterback situation, to say the least. Alex Smith going down with injury.
Case
Keenum. Dwayne Haskins. That's all I want to say. I don't even want to talk too much about Daniel Jones' performance. He did a good job against a bad Redskins football team, but I think it's a matter of time before we see Jay Gruden. Breaking news has been let go.
Yeah, it's gonna happen though. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, for sure. Keeping it going though. I want to smile at you real quick.
Talking about the Patriots, baby.
No. We'll get there. I want to keep with the AFC North.
Ooh.
I want to talk about Lamar.
Okay.
I want to talk about Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
The elite one, who some people were saying is going to be the MVP this year.
That was the comedians over there. The comedians.
The league MVP passing for 247 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. And getting blown out, basically. 20-point loss.
At home.
Almost 20-point loss. Yeah.
At home.
At home. To the Cleveland Browns, who everybody in America can agree has underperformed this season. But once again, the Ravens, they're going to run away with the division. Once again, Lamar Jackson is elite. Once again, I'm sorry. Lamar Jackson is the best quarterback outside of Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady in the AFC.
Yeah, no, it's.
I'm just going to
see it. You hate to see it.
Well, me personally, I love to see it. But you do hate to see it. You do. But it goes back to what I was saying to you this entire time, right? This offense is meant to play with the lead. This offense is run heavy. That's what they are. When you force Lamar Jackson to pass the ball and be a quarterback, drop back, bring us back, Lamar. Well, that's what you get. You get 2 interceptions.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to blame just Lamar Jackson, even though
it's the defense.
Let's talk about that defense. Earl Thomas. Oh, my God. We lost C.J. Mosley. We lost Terrell Suggs. We lost Zadarius Smith. But, gosh. We got Earl Thomas, who's coming off of a broken leg. And he's going to transform our defense. We're the next Legion of Boom. Boom. Well, hate to see it. Right now, you got Lamar. You got Earl Thomas yelling at players in the locker room after the game, saying they faking injuries and that they should have played. Hate to see it.
One of your own players choking out Odell Beckham for a solid 5 seconds, man.
But I'm not done just yet. I'm gonna move away from the Ravens. I'm gonna talk about them Browns. I want to apologize to the Cleveland Browns fan base. I want to apologize for not being hard on y'all. I want to apologize because the Browns really didn't do anything special, in my opinion. Baker Mayfield didn't do anything special, in my opinion. So I'm apologizing because I should have been harder on y'all. I felt like I was taking it light on y'all for a little bit. But for a team that has that much star power, for a quarterback that says you better keep that same energy. Yeah, listen, I'm keeping my same energy, Baker Mayfield. I'm keeping my same energy. I don't care who gets offended by what I say, personally. I back up everything that I say. But Baker Mayfield, once again, you did have a big game. You passed for 342 yards. You also threw an interception. You also threw a touchdown pass. But let's not act like Baker Mayfield is the reason why the Cleveland Browns won.
Nick Chubb,
that
baby.
Defense is the reason why they won.
And Nick Chubb
is the reason why.
And Nick Chubb.
No, but that defense held the Ravens down. That defense kept the Ravens, kept them at 3 and out. And when they were trying to close the gap. So yeah, that defense. Mind you, that's the Browns defense without Greedy Williams playing. That's a Browns defense without Denzel Ward. That's a Browns defense without their starting middle linebacker, Christian Kirksey, being in there. Yes, Ravens. Yes. You lost to the Cleveland Browns. But Lamar Jackson is once again elite. Well, guess what? If elite quarterbacks were elite, they would have chewed up that secondary all day.
Easily. They would have, but obviously.
But once again, I'll back off. I won't be too hard on you. I'll be here for when you hoist the MVP trophy at the end of this season, like everybody, like some people were predicting for you to do. What's the saying? I'll hold my beer on that. That's why I don't drink, but hold my water on that one because I don't think that one happened. We'll keep it going. Patriots versus those Bills. Baby. Alameda, you knew this was coming.
What?
You knew this was coming.
What I know that was coming.
You got people out there questioning, is Tom Brady, is his play decreasing? You got people out there questioning that now.
Yeah, obviously.
Is Tom Brady his father time catching up to Tom Brady?
No.
No, I know what you're going to say as a
Oh,
Patriots.
yes. Not, no, hold. Don't say.
Hold up.
No, don't,
I'm
no,
going
no,
somewhere.
no.
I'm going somewhere. I'm going somewhere.
Don't say as a Patriots fan. No.
I know.
As a human being who watches football, take away the Tom Brady jersey. I have it somewhere around here. Take that away. As a human being, I'm smart enough to understand and look at that man and say, damn, that's the best quarterback in the league.
150 yards passing, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception. Best quarterback in the league. You're right. Behind Patrick Mahomes and etc. Right?
But continue.
Right?
Continue.
We can agree on that.
Yeah.
You're not about to sit up here and say Tom Brady better than Patrick Mahomes, are you, Daniel?
No, I would never.
I didn't think so.
I would never.
So with that being said, I didn't say that I think Tom Brady's play is decreasing. Tom Brady's been the same Tom Brady
for the past 15 years.
Well, he has changed with time. Trust me, he's gotten better actually with age. Personally, in my opinion. So I mean, I think that hasn't been the same for the past 15 years. I think he's been the same for the past 5-6 years. Personally, he hasn't really changed. I mean, he's gotten better. But once again, Tom Brady, the New England Patriots, is the Patriot way. It don't matter if Tom Brady passed for 80 yards. It don't matter if Tom Brady passed for 400 yards. The Patriots are going to get the job done. They're going to find a way to get it done. It's a 3-part game, right? It's offense, defense, and special teams. Somebody's got to step up. The Patriots special teams step up to 90. I don't know if you saw the
punt block.
The stat that's out there. It's a statistic that says 70% of the time when a special teams makes a play, that team wins. The teams that special teams made a play 70% of the time win the football game because it's such a rare play that happened, and it's such a momentum swing that can happen, whether it be a kick return, block, punt. Matthew Slater, congratulations, you got your first touchdown too, and in your long-standing career. So the Patriots, they handled it the same way the Patriots have always been handling. But that still is gonna. I did see some Patriot people say, "Oh, if we had AB, this wouldn't have happened." Listen, I think that's a little far-fetched. I played one game with you. You don't know what would happen. But I say all that to say, I don't think the Patriots' offense is decreasing. I think Tom Brady and the New England Patriots are the same way. But I love Tom Brady's response to it. Tom Brady said, "I'm pissed. I'm pissed. We won, but we didn't perform well."
Obviously not. But I still think this team, as we'll continue to see, it's going to be a defensive-led team. All 4 games, the defense has been the better unit, hands down.
For sure. And nobody's discrediting that. Nobody's discrediting that or saying that the Patriots won't even be in the playoffs. Of course the Patriots will be there. I mean, that's a foregone conclusion. But what people are saying is that maybe Father Time is catching up. That's all I'm saying. I didn't say I said that, but people are saying that. And it is at Tom Brady standing at what? How old? 43 years old? 42?
42.
It is something that bodes to be questioned if the offense continues to play the way that it's been playing. So with that being said, I want to first have a moment of silence. I'm feeling for those Atlanta Falcons fans.
Oh.
I'm feeling for them.
Yeah.
I'm feeling for Julio Jones. I am. It's tough. You let the Tennessee Titans come into your house.
And whoop.
Not just beat. Say it again.
Whoop.
Whoop on you. I saw a video of a fan cursing the team out as they were heading into the locker room. And it was the funniest thing in the world. He was screaming for Matt Schaub to go on that quarterback. I forgot Matt Schaub was on the NFL roster. Atlanta, I don't know how. I don't know when.
I don't know why.
Why? Whatever you got to do to get it together, make it happen. Your team is too damn talented. I get Keanu Neal just went out with a torn Achilles. I get it. But that team is too damn talented. You arguably have the best receiving core in football.
Matt Ryan is your quarterback.
Julio Jones, Mohamed Sanu, Calvin Ridley. And you put up 10 points?
Yeah.
At home?
At home.
Hot Atlanta is hot right now. I know that for sure.
Definitely. Dan Quinn's on the hot seat
Hot right now. Since we're rounding out up on the games really quickly here. Let's talk about. I know we didn't get the opportunity to talk about it, but I do want to touch base on this. The Eagles. The Eagles.
The Eagles fly, Eagles fly, baby.
That look a lot like the 2018 Eagles to me. They look like the same Eagles that beat the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl to me. I don't know. Listen, I don't know. I'm not trying to hit a hard,
I know. It's all right. It's all right.
Them Eagles. Let me ask you this, Matt LaFleur.
Ask me. Hit me. Okay. Matt LaFleur. Oh, we know this, baby.
Did you try to do your best Pete Carroll and Seattle Seahawks impersonation?
Guaranteed. He heard me. He heard me watching the game, and he's like, "All right, you know what, Daniel Alameda, this man's been saying all offseason long that I'm not gonna work out. You know what? I'm gonna prove him right. I'm gonna go out here and do my best to bring up the best memory of his life. The Super Bowl where Russell Wilson throws an interception at the goal line against my team. I'm going to do my best impression of that, and I'm going to throw the ball how many straight times on the goal line? 3 straight times, I think, he threw the ball. And what are you going to do? A little crosser interception, baby.
Pretty sure it was 4 straight times, but
four straight times, Malik.
And I'm pretty sure.
Four straight times. I've been saying, it irritates me. You have Aaron Rodgers on your team. It doesn't matter. Back-to-back possessions, you can't put the ball in on the goal line with Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback, Aaron Jones as your running back. I don't give a damn what you have to do. Put the ball in against this terrible. The Eagles secondary is depleted. And what do? You throw the ball 4 straight times on the 2-yard line. Can't even run the ball once. Matt LaFleur, something's got to change. Defense is great. This team has the makings of a Super Bowl team. Matt LaFleur, you got to change your ways.
Well, I'll certainly will say this. I'm sure he wasn't thinking about you when he made that play call.
He was.
He wasn't. As much as you want him to think about you, he wasn't thinking about you. But I will say that the Packers got to get it together. It ain't no damn reason that should have happened. But I'll leave it at that. That was a asinine call. But I say all that to say that we gonna finish the show up because we're running out of time here. But I want to touch base really quickly on a very sensitive topic really quickly. I want to talk about the hit on Jack Doyle from linebacker Vontaze Burfict, who we all know is the league's quote-unquote dirtiest player in the game. I want to talk about that, right? Because he's now facing suspension for an entire NFL season, pending, obviously, his appeal, which I don't expect him to win. What are your thoughts on that, man? I mean, the guy has a history, right? We know the guy has a history. But do you think this was the right call?
100%. The reason, okay, listen. Obviously, the hit itself is not the issue. The hit itself, okay, it deserves a fine. The hit itself is not worthy of full year suspension. But no, that's not the reason they're going to fully suspend him for the whole year. It's the repeated use. Him twisting Cam Newton's ankles. You remember that? Him repeatedly, helmet to helmet, targeting players. Antonio Brown, you saw that. He was on your Bengals. Did he not intentionally go for Antonio Brown's head? Did he not intentionally go for all these other guys' heads?
I know nothing.
Vontaze Burfict, all of this, his previous, everything he's done, he's been fined $5 million in his career. Is that an accident, Malik?
4.2 to be exact.
Is that an accident, Malik? If you can tell me that's all an accident, those are all just... I completely agree he deserves to be suspended. If not, taken out of the league. Hear me out. There's no room for a player, a person that repeatedly goes against the rules, repeatedly targets other players in the head, repeatedly. Guys like Ndamukong Suh, I completely agree. If he does something else, that he should be gone from the league. And I think Burfict should be gone from the league. That's my viewpoint. Just from his past. Not the one hit, just from his past.
Well, the best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. I've defended Vontaze Burfict for majority of his career. Majority of his career when he was with the Cincinnati Bengals, I defended him. And I've met the man a couple of times. He's a very nice guy. I'll tell you this. He does unnecessary things after the whistle, which I don't agree with. He does twist players' ankles, which we've seen with Greg Olsen, Cam Newton. Caused Greg Olsen to miss 4 games in 2014. He does do things. He does. But, and I'm going to say but, right? Because we're changing as an NFL. We're changing as an NFL league.
Yes.
The league is changing every year. Every year they change. Something new. I can understand within the rules, within the whistle, what Vontaze Burfict does. Because there was a point in time where Troy Polamalu and James Harrison, where Jack Lambert, where Ray Lewis, where Derek Brooks, who was a part of the NFLPA, who's the one actually hearing this case. Do you know what they all have in common? They go down as some of the greats. Lawrence Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Deacon. What's the defensive tackle for the Pittsburgh Steelers? I forgot his name. I think the Mean Joe Green. All these different players, right?
Mm-hmm.
They made their name, especially defensively, off of being vicious, off of being nasty. Reggie White, one of the nicest people, made their name off of being nasty, being hit, disgusting hits. And I can't help but say, if Vontaze Burfict played in 2003, if Vontaze Burfict played in 2004, 2005, 2006, he'd be looked at as one of the best players at his position. Because, BS aside, the dude's instincts as a linebacker can't be questioned. He's a very good linebacker. I think he has having a hard time adjusting to the game.
Yeah.
And I think he really should take the path of what Troy Polamalu, James Harrison, and so many greats before him did. Before the game, took a hold of him and took a hold of them and made them a shell of their former selves, they got out of it.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't talk about it, but that's why Patrick Willis got out of it. He saw the way the league was going. Some of these guys make their name off of those hits.
Yes.
I know it's a touchy topic to talk about, too. Ryan Shazier's injury. Ryan Shazier's injury happens because he leads with the crown of his helmet when he tackles. He's been doing it since he was at Ohio State. And unfortunately, I was at that game. Ryan Shazier hurt his neck because he was leading with the crown of his helmet. Things that they're trying to remove from the game. Different tackling techniques. So I say all that to say, I understand where Vontaze Burfict is coming from the player side. I also understand the league side of things.
Yeah.
A year-long suspension, I can't help but feel like he's getting, he's paying for his past sins that he committed in the league. So many other times where they wanted to let him, kick him out of the league.
Yeah.
And I can't help but feel like this is the end of Vontaze Burfict in the NFL. And I'm sorry to be long-winded on that, guys, but he's a player that has meant so much to me, both on the field and off the field.
Yeah.
I've had awesome conversations with the man. He's a good guy. It's unfortunate to see this happen to him. It's unfortunate to see someone lose their profession and lose their career. But I think it's within the best interest of player safety in the league because he clearly cannot adjust to today's NFL, and some guys can't. Some guys can't. It's what prevented him from getting drafted, and some guys just have a hard time adjusting. All right, guys. Well, with that being said, another podcast in the books. 35 minutes long tonight. Sorry we were long-winded. Oh, I was long-winded. Talked about a lot. Covered a lot. It is what it is. Alameda's Patriots are doing great. My Bengals are not. Simple as that. Wishing you guys nothing but the invest this week. Um, it's going to be another awesome week of NFL action.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Got a lot to look forward to. So with that being said, Alameda, you could tell them where to follow you at, please.
Follow me at Alameda_views on Instagram. I got you guys.
Okay. And you can follow us at TWSNet on Instagram, where we're always answering questions, breaking all the greatest and latest news when it comes to sports, not just NFL, but everything. Follow me on Instagram at Wright Report. That's WRIGHTREPORT. And next week, guys, we will have on the podcast our fantasy guru of the Wrightway Sports Network, Mr. Michael Picarelli, and I cannot wait for it. I can't wait to have Mike back on the podcast. When I say this man knows his fantasy football, he's the can't miss guy. This guy is the man to turn to. I waited a little bit to bring him onto the show because we wanted to let everything ratchet up sort of in the season. But as the season now starts to go on and go forth, I can't wait to have him on the podcast, and I'm sure he'll be happy to talk about his Bears too. With all that being said, thank you guys for joining us live here on the Wrightway Podcast. Make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us, like I said, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. And as always, guys, there is only one way, and that is
the right way.
You heard the man. Take care, everybody. Have a great night.